boom. And I hope you guys are ready and y'all remember this right here. First things first, I am talking to you. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure y'all do that right now. I'm gonna give you a second to do that. And thank you very much. Right. Okay. So this is Russian Endgame Handbook number 6. Make sure y'all have it. I will link it in the description if you guys don't have it. Here we go. All right. Now, so here it is. And okay, pawn endings. Here we go. Chapter 9, pawn endings. King, 2 pawns versus a king. All right, let's pull it up on the screen right here. These pawns, what does it say? These pawns almost always win. For instance, in this position, and it is white to move, chat. All right, let's see y'all go with it. How do we win this? It's white to move. What do you do? What do you do? This is very simple. Some of you do not know, actually. So for people that don't know, definitely pay attention. But how do you win this? This is very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. GG Mint Mike says B6, okay? And then push one of them, says Curious Chimpanzee, to a B6 or a C6. Okay, let's see. All right, C6 here. So C6, correct. And if I go King B6, for instance, what do we do after King to B6? What do we do after King B6? Anyone? Anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat after King B6? Either pawn is winning, pushing, then you bring the king up, says J-Dub. Bring the king up, he can't take. And what casting against Barbados means by take is after taking, you push, and then there's a queen, and that's mean, get the man off the board. Start a new one, right? So that's a rapster. So, and at B6, it will be the same thing. If king to B5, well, first off, you can't catch those. Send a stretcher. Wrap. That's a wrap. So you have to go back here after B6, king here, right? So after king here, you would just bring the king up. Very simple. And you just walk the king up until, like, you know, you queen. Very simple, guys. That's how you would do it with that one. Boom. Run by it. Pretty easy. It says B6 works here. They're talking about everything that we just talked about right here. Disconnected pawns. All right. Well, let's see what it says. Disconnected pawns, or more accurately, pawns located on non-adjacent files, also win in the majority of cases, right? Let's read that again. Do you hear this? If y'all pay attention to this, guys, you're low-key. In fact, when I read these two and teach you guys, they always say teaching is learning twice, right? I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And sometimes I find myself using some of the stuff from the Russian Endgame book myself. Yep. This is fire, right? Now, of course, some of the stuff you may already know, right? But check this out. Let's read this again. Disconnected pawns, or more accurately, pawns located on non-adjacent files, always win in majority of cases. However, the exceptions here are more frequent than they are for connected pawns. First, let's look at these exceptional cases. As with connected pawns, the game is drawn if one pawn perishes while the other cannot be adequately supported. For instance, in the following position is black to move. So let's flip it. Black to move here. The draw is reached. So it's black to move. How do we bag the draw, chat? So I'm going to leave this one to you. As you can see on the left here, there's nothing over there. Let me move the board over a little bit. See this a little bit bigger. So, all right, black to move here. How are we going to do this? How do you draw this game? Black. Do it. Actually, sorry. Let me move me. I'm just trying to move this around for you. Like right there. Okay. Put the king in front of the B pawn. So king B6 right now is what you're saying, casting for betas? King B6, is that your answer? Thanks for this, by the way. I feel like I'm still no problem, GG. I like the pawns one file apart from each other. That's my favorite, correct. Casting for betas says no. Do not hit me with the garbage button. Okay, very nice. King D6, because I was about to hit you with the garbage button. Garbage. For the people in the back. King to D6 is correct. And after king here, we snap those. And then let's say you go here, right? Right? King, you already know I need to. So king D3, right? So king goes here. So how do we draw this, right? This is stuff you should already know. You should already have this in your in-game arsenal handbook, right? Okay. Training with the Russians with Canty. Okay. You need to have this. How do you draw the game? If you don't know this, one for you and the people you know. You need to figure this out right now. Right, this is a straight draw, and if you can't draw this, that's a problem. King to D5, opposition. Okay, correct. King D5, I go King C3, and what's the next move? We're going to go all the way through the draw here, all the way to the draw. What is the draw? How do you do it? King C5. Okay, King C5, I'm going to hit you with a little checky poo. What to do? You'll move here. What do you do? King C5 is with check. Or obviously, I mean, King on C5 is in check. Where do you go? I see King B5, very nice. Okay, King B5, King B3. King B5, King B3. Which pawns on right? King B6. I'm gonna just do it as soon as I see it in the chat. I'm gonna go with it, so we can fly through this one. I'm just going to go with the move. If you have it, as soon as you see it, king a6, I see it. Perfect. I check. King b6, I see famous country 2, king b6, king b4. Very nice. King b7, king c5. I'm about to hit y'all with something. B, pay attention. Pay attention here. Because they're going to hit you with one of these. Why did that flag? I don't know why that flag, NJ. King c7, check. Okay, where you go? This is very crucial. King b7. All right, do not mess this up. All right, king here. Okay. All right, very good, chat. Very good. King b8. All right, here we go. Bow. King a4. Oh, what you do about that, bro? What you do? What you do, bro? Got him. I got him. King b7. King b7. All right, king b5. All right, king b5. King a8. King a8. Bruh. Hold on. Garbage. It is not king a8. Don't ever do that again in your life. In fact, you might be able to get away with that. Oh, man, I messed that up. Oh, I forgot you can't go back. Oh, wow. That was a fail moment there, guys. Fail. We got so far. Well, I'm going to fly through this real quick, actually. Right here. I'm going to fly back that because that was very nice. We got here. So here, the whole idea, obviously, is straight back in opposition. So straight back in front of the pawn, straight back, opposition. In front of the pawn, straight back. Oops, that will be a blunder. In fact, because of this, right? So you have to go straight back opposition every time, right? Straight back opposition. I think the problem here is if I do this again, I think it's going to reset. But yes, straight back opposition every single time. So I think we're going to cover that here as well. Here, let's look at this. In some positions, a rook or a bishop pawn does not win. In a view of the closed position and king, whose move is this? It's white to move. So let's flip the board. So white is trying to queen here, and it's white to move. Obvious here, I can't do anything if you ever see this type of position. The king just goes back and forth. If we go here, in fact, if you take, you lose. Do the king here, right? So that would be a fatal error. So after king here, you can actually just go here, right? Even if you push, you can't. The king cannot get out of this box here. And if you ever push, right, then it's a draw as well, obviously. Pushing. So this is a draw, just so you know. That's pretty good to actually know. If it were black to move, white would win, which is funny. It's actually pretty. King around. If it was white, if it was black to move, you have to step off, and then king will come in, and then you have 2 pawns to queen. Pretty good. Which one is this? Black to move, draw. Ooh, black to move and draw. Let's flip the board. Oh, okay. Black to move and draw. All right, black to move and draw. Chat. White is going this way, so white's about to queen. White's about to queen on you. So the first move is obvious. First move is very obvious. Like, he's about to queen this pawn. So we go king g7. Like, literally, you just go king g7, right? Yeah, king here. And then king f8. I mean, this is a miraculous draw. Look at this. This is miraculous. Like, if he pushes the pawn, it's a draw. Like, bro, get out of here. That is like, that's a rare. This is very rare. This is rare. Like, this rarely ever happens. This is very rare, but you want to see this to know that this is possible, you know, because a lot of times people will resign or just like do whatever. But here, I mean, this is actually a draw. King here and king here, and then there's a stalemate there. That's beautiful. Eric Rosen special, right? Oh no, my queen. Right, Eric Rosen special. Facts there. Very nice. King g7, king e6, king f8, and it's a draw. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, ooh, this one. Black on the move here. Okay, what does this one say? If we move both the pawns and the king an equal number of squares to the left, then the win may be forced by a pawn sacrifice via this route. And they say after king f7, king d6, king e8, there's king e5, and you sacrifice the pawn. After king e7, you play g6, which wins. Ah, yes, and that wins here. After king f8, you go king f6, and then after king g8, or obviously e8 you push, but king g8 you push, king steps out, and then we queen. Right, game over. This is very important stuff. Very important stuff here. Whose move is it? White to move. Okay, white going this way. Oh, this is okay. So white does what? Does white win, or is this a draw? You guys, you tell me. White to move. Is this a win or is this a draw? Is this a win or is this a draw? Hey, what's good, Canty? What up, Vinegar and Honey Real Estate? Dennis Darkin, how are you? Thanks for the follow. The A5B win. There you go, J Dub. Black wins, Bobby. Wow, black wins. Black wins. That is amazing. Black wins. Win for white. Win for white. Draw. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Decade 1. Adjacent. Very nice. You ever heard of King Only Checkmate? I've never heard of that one. It depends on whose move it is. Wow. All right, so it is white to move here, chat. It is white to move. So I see wins, and that is correct. White does win. White, imagine white resigning this position. You're actually right. I mean, I guess that could happen. But it is white to move, and white does win the game by NJ putting it in the chat. C5 wins on the spot. C5 wins. Wow. And for the people that are perplexed, like, bro, I can, like, how does this win the game? Literally, if you take a look here, nothing works, right? If you go back, then we can actually repeat the process. Well, actually, I can bring the king up, I think, right? Because if I push, he takes. Takes, push, yeah, he goes here. And this is what you don't want. You have to bring the king up, right? Pushing here wins. Obviously, if he takes this pawn, he's too far away. He's literally one tempo away. And you queen. That's the whole object of why this works. If you go c5, he can't take. So he has to back up. But if you try to do it again, the problem is you'll actually, and this is where you could go wrong, because I've actually seen this happen before. I've actually seen it happen. I'm sure some of you in the chat have actually done that before. So here, takes, right. So after king here, you have to go king up, sorry, not h2. Again, that would be king here, king g2. And then after here, now you push, right. And if he goes here, you do the other side. And then you repeat the process, and then here, and then you all the way up to your queen, right. So it happens every single time here. It's a beautiful process, back and forth like this, bringing the king up due to the pawns in this way. So if you ever get this position again, you should know what to do. Make sure you watch this multiple times. Okay, here we go. Here, ooh, the doubled pawns one. Ah, this is nice. Okay, what does it say here? The win is more difficult yet than with distant pawns. For example, if white's king is far away, then the double pawns are helpless. That's good to know. Bro, what, they're giving you facts here. Wow, okay. Since they can't defend each other. I mean, that makes sense, obviously. Two double pawns do not win in the following cases. If the front one dies, and after it dies, the king is unable to give the proper support to the remaining pawn, for example, in the position below. It says white to move, the draw is obvious. If the pawns are rook pawns and their supporting king cannot take up the proper position. Chapter 2b, okay. This is just a draw. Helpless double pawn, right. Right. Okay, if in order to avoid stalemate, it is necessary to sacrifice a pawn with an unfavorable king position. Yeah, this one, you can't do anything. This one's a straight draw, especially if it's white to move here. This was a straight draw. This one's straight draw. If you push a stalemate, if you move off, he takes the pawn, he has opposition. It's just not good, right? Yeah, I've never faced this myself, so this is just going to be drawn. And then you can actually do black to move is a loss. Yeah, black moves is like here in king c7 or something like that. You're looking crazy, but all right. So let's go to the next one. What does this one say? Draw regardless whose move it is. Oh wait, whose move does it have it under? White. Yeah, it is drawn. Can't do anything. If you go in, he goes here, opposition, and then in front of the pawn. Obviously here, same position we literally just looked at. It was just a move away. Just a move away. Draw no matter whose move it is. Oh, this one. Okay, this one might be a little different. So whose move is it? White to move. Okay, so let's think about this one. Let's think about this one. Oh yeah, this one's different. This one's completely different. Does it work for central pawns? It depends on where they are, Bobby. It depends on where they are, Bobby, not Fisher. That's a great question. But it depends again on where they are. This one is a win. Why? Who can find the win? How is this winning and why? This is completely winning for white now. How do you win it? Not easy, actually. King c6. Okay, king c6 is right. King c6 is right. Very good. King c6. You play white. I'm gonna play king c8. I'm gonna play king c8. And then what do you play next? Sneak in on the left. Run this way. B7, king, B8, B5. In fact, you could do either or, guys. You guys are both right. B5 or B7. B7 here, B5. Or B5, B7. Didn't matter. His king goes here. And then what? What do you do now, guys? King C7. Okay. B8 rook. And B8. And one time for the king C7s. You know, or the king C7s. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? One time for the king C7s. That's 100% garbage. It's garbage. It is a stalemate. Yikes. Yikes. Gross. It doesn't work. So you actually do, in fact, do B8 like they did here. B8, which is a beautiful move. You can make it anything. Anything. Maybe don't play around, but make it even a queen because it's check. And after king takes, then you go king B6. And you have the opposition and you win. You win, right? So obviously, no matter where he goes, and we're going to walk the pawn through. We're going to walk the pawn. Why doesn't B6 work? That's a great question. In fact, here after king here, B here, here, and then you go B6, and then he's going to play king B8, and he's going to stop, and he's going to stare at you real hard in the camera. As close as he can get, bro. You were losing. You were winning this game, and now, even though this is a draw, this should be a loss. You should mark this up as an L, even though you was about to win. Right. Garbage, right. I would just stare back. Yeah, you know, that would be very strange. Just staring back. And you the one that made the error there. Hard error. Hard error there. Do not play B6. Yeah, shout out to, that was a brain fuel purchase. Shout out to people getting brain fuel there. Make them sweat, right? Like they missed something. Exactly. So, all right, let's go to the next one. This one, oh, now they have some tests here. Perfect. So here's some tests. It says black to move. White wins. What? What did you test as this? Okay, it's black to move. So I guess we just play white then. White's supposed to win here. Okay, I go here. I'm just going to go king D6 and chat. You play with the white pieces here. And we're going to do this together here. This is the solution you can see over here. I can click it, but we're going to look at it after. Thanks for the follow, Vertigris. It's white to move. What would you play? E7 from NJ. Okay. E7. Very interesting. E7. Anyone else? King E3. Okay. E7. King E3. King E6. King E4. There you go. That's beautiful. You guys are right. That's it. Yeah, I love King E3. King E3. And after king takes, you take opposition. Because if you don't, watch this. This is going to hurt right here. Yeah. This is going to hurt. Watch this. King here. And then he takes the opposition from you. And then out of nowhere, you went from winning to drawing the game. You are garbage. You are garbage, right, for this. So king here, you know, in this type of situation, king here takes. You have to go here. And then, now it's different. Now we get here and it's opposition. Literally, as quickly as that happens. I mean, beautiful. E7 draws. I don't think it does, but I don't want to play around with that. And if E7, right, watch this. You might have to go with the, shout out to Uncle Devereski, with the distant opposition with the 5 squares. So I would have to go here. I would have to go like king E2, because king E3 might draw. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe I still could go here. Oh, that's the odd number. Yeah, it's 3 squares, and it's your move. 3 squares, and it's your move. So that would mean I could go king E3. And then when you step in, I would be fine. If you go here, I can't step in. I would have to go here. But this is, I think, drawn. We just like, you know, we chilling. Because whoever approaches loses, right? That's the whole idea here. That's the whole idea. Whoever approaches loses. And if I push, and then loses the opposition, I mean. So king here. Right. Very, very easy to understand. So E7, and you see right here, they didn't even mention E7. This is a good learning experience here. They did not mention E7 at all. It was all about the opposition. They did not care about this E7 move. It was about, how do I get this opposition ASAP, right? So king D6, there's another brain fuel order. Shout out to y'all ordering brain fuel. King D6, king E3. King e6 and king e4. Yeah, and king e4. Beautiful. That's done. All right, here's the next one. Evaluate the position. And it's black to move here. Ooh, this one's nice. All right, chat. It's on you. We're going to look at it in a minute. Evaluate the position. What is it? Are you losing this? Is it drawn? What is it? Is black winning this? Don't say that. Bruh. Don't say that. Don't say that at all. Is this the draw or is it lost? Casting as a beta says draw. Lost from Davis. Draw from Toy Attacker. We have a draw, a loss, and another. Okay. They're far apart. Draw, lost. So split. White's king is too far away. Casting against Barbados makes a great point there. The king is too far away. How you would do this is king here. And let's say this king starts marching over. Right, king takes here. And you just bring the king over. And as soon as we get here, we are now in position where we went through this before, right? Let's do it light speed. Back up is always straight back. Straight back in front of the pawn, opposition. Straight back in front of the pawn, opposition. Always your main three things. Opposition, in front of the pawn, no matter where you go, straight back. Opposition, in front of the pawn, straight back. Opposition, in front of the pawn, straight back. Oh, he's trying to trick me in front of the pawn. Okay, straight back. Trying to trick me in front of the pawn. Oh, okay, straight back. Because they'll do this to try to trick you. In front of the pawn, straight back. And then we take opposition and we draw it every single time. Every single time. It is a draw. It is a draw. It is a draw. Bruh. Great job. I've lost to those tricks. Never again. That's why I'm showing you this, because I'm the guy that will try those tricks. And I have seen those tricks, especially when you're low on time in bullet games. Oh, yeah. Those hurt. Those hurt. So, yeah. Definitely. That's a draw. Very nice. And it says, boom, it's a draw, but only if it's black to move. Ooh, that's good to know. Only if it's black to move. White to move and win. Let's flip the board. All right, guys. White to move and win. Oh, we kind of looked at this one before. Kind of looked at this one. White to move and win, chat. What do you do? We looked at this one kind of in the beginning. White to move and win. Do y'all remember this? After very much effort, I got the Russian Cat School Kids in-game book on my phone. Ooh, Kaplan Wiggly. Yes, you about to go nuts. On the phone out here. Me too, says the CHS dog fans. Like, me too. King H7, King F7, F6. Ooh, both of y'all back to back. Look at y'all. Ooh, they same answer. Sheesh. The chat immediately. King H7, F6 wins on the spot. Beautiful. If king here, you go back here. King G6. I have two pawns. If you go here, I can push either one. It doesn't really matter. You push this one, he gets mated in a corner, and then here, obviously, don't stalemate. Come on out, and then you queen, and then you win. Right. So it's winning. Again, let's see that one more time. King H7, F6, because you need him to. If he takes, you go king here. Zugzwang, very nice. And then here, and you queen this way. That's the whole idea. You make him move. If it wasn't for this pawn, then this would be a draw, but this pawn makes him move. Black says, pass your move. Exactly. Exactly. Your move, bro. No. It's your move. And then that's a wrap. Check. This is mate this way, and this way I queen that one. It tried to make me queen there. It's funny. But yeah. And there. Okay, that one's done. Here it is. King H7 and done. Perfect. This one right here is black to move. Let's flip it. Okay, let's do this one quickly here. King here. This one's drawn, I think. Yeah, this one's just drawn. Yeah, this one's a draw. Oh, it says it right here. Draw. Well, it did exit out. So we're going to continue, I guess, guys. We'll continue as I get this reset, and then we'll continue probably more. Probably we stopped at 20 minutes anyway. So 20 minutes is always usually good for you guys. Quick 20-minute lesson in and out. Make sure y'all are on here and subscribing to the YouTube, and make sure y'all checking out obviously the rest of this book on your own. So make sure y'all doing this on your own. Here's Russian in the chat, so y'all have that, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So we're gonna have the next one tomorrow from the Russian in-game handbook will be tomorrow.